What up guys, how you guys doing? I'm Talis and we're back with another how to slice. In today's how to slice video, we're gonna be checking out a awesome marble run track. So let's go to the video. So this is yet another marble run track. As you can see, this is a really nice track. Right here we got all of the parts so we can print, and in this video we're going to be checking out the best print settings to print them. Before you do, take a look at the PDF. Right here we got lots of settings on how to print this model, which I'm going to be showing you right now, but the most important thing is right here, the assemble. So how to assemble this model, if you take a look right here, all of the parts, all of the sections, how to assemble them really nicely with images right here, and the list of parts so you do not miss one part at all. If you take a look, this is the track 2, and right here we got the quantities for each part. So this rail has 3. Make sure you print them all right and not miss any of them. So let's go back. Right here, if you take a look, we got lots of models, but all of them can be printed with the same print settings. If you take a look, we got a variety of them, and there are some that we need to be a little bit more careful, such as this ones right here, which we need to be a little bit conscious with the bed adhesion because they do not have the best surface of contact area to the build plate actually. And as for these models, we do not need to be too much careful, but it doesn't need any support. All of these overhangs right here and bridges, your printer can print quite fine, so we do not need to worry with that at all. And there's just some parts that doesn't have any issues. If you take a look at this one, they're pretty straightforward to print. So let's go to the print settings, and the print settings I'm going to be showing you right now, you can print all of these models. If you take a look, most of them got some overhangs right here, but your printer can print, always with a low speed. But let's go to the print settings, enough of these spoilers. So first off, right here in layer height, we're going to be printing this model at 0.2 millimeter layer height. By printing with a 0.2 millimeter layer height, we're going to get a really good balance between time of print and quality. This way we're gonna get a really fast print actually, instead of reducing this value and getting a really good quality print. As for vertical shelves, we're gonna be leaving at 3. As for infill, we're going to be increasing to 10% just so we can get a more dense model with a gyroid infill pattern. Gyroid is a really nice fill pattern because it prints in waves, so your printer never goes on a straight line while printing the infill. This reduces the chance of your print failing while printing the infill. As for skirt and brim, let's take a look. So let's just put some models right here on the build plate so we can take a look. So let's say this one's right here that do not have the best surface of contact to the build plate. So if you take a look, brim is a really nice feature to increase the surface of contact to the build plate. Let's say your print tends to unstick from the build plate. Brim is a really nice feature to increase this area right here. Before adding any brim, there are tips so you can print this model without any brim. First off, all of these models can be printed without any brim. Brim is optional, but there are some ways to avoid your prints unsticking from the build plate. First off is make sure that your printer is really clean with a really, so get rid all of the dust and oils from your finger that are on the build plate to guarantee a really clean surface to print on. That's going to help a lot the bed adhesion. Something else you can do is guarantee that your printer is really well leveled. A leveled printer is going to guarantee a good first layer that's going to hold your model down to the build plate. And third, make sure that your printer, if you can actually, make sure that you can be using other types of adhesion such as glue stick. So feel free to add some external adhesion. So this is quite nice. Brim is optional right here, but make sure that you print really slow and your first layer on these parts that have really low surface of contact to the build plate. So let's go back. As for support material, all of the models can be printed without any brim. All of the models are optimized for printing, so we do not need any support material. Even this part right here that you might think they cannot print, but it is a overhang which your printer can print, so you do not need to worry with that at all. As for speed, feel free to change any of the speed. Feel free to print with the standard print settings for your printer, but if you're gonna change any of these values, always to lower values. It's better to print slow one time than try to print really fast and then failing multiple times. So print slow. If you're gonna change any of these values, always to lower values. Feel free to print with a profile that you may like, but notice the speed. Feel free to change these values. Printer are different, so the speed is going to be different. There's no rules to when printing and changing the speed, but please notice it's better to print slow, guarantee a good quality print and really good cooling. So print really slowly. Right here on the first layer, I have reduced from 30 millimeters to 20 millimeters a second. Feel free to change these values. As you can see now, we are ready to slice. We're going to be slicing just this build plate, but as I've said before, all of the models can be printed with this exact print settings. So I'm going to be putting right here on the build plate right now so we can take a look. So let's slice. So as you can see, we have sliced and it looks quite nice. Right here, all of the layers are being printed out really nicely. If you take a look, just this build plate is going to take 8 hours and 18 minutes on the standard Ender 3v3 SE. Make sure you grab some nice filaments to print these models and check out the newest filament from STL Flix, which is looking great. So enjoy a lot this model. Make sure you print really slowly and enjoy this marble run track. So the model is ready to print. Make sure you check out stlflix.com for more models like this one, and I'll see you in another one.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STL Flix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.